While everyone seems focused on the chaos stemming from Trump's tariff war, there is equal uncertainty in the United States, domestically as well. The Republican lawmakers have delayed a Senate vote on Trump's budget bill over concerns and contentions within the party. Now, the vote was supposed to be held on Wednesday. However, the GOP leaders rushed for a last-minute delay due to the grave misgivings over the tax cut provision and other clauses in the bill. Now, shortly after the sudden change of events, Speaker Mike Johnson addressed a press conference. Johnson said that both the House and the Senate were working together to address everyone's concerns about the essential funds, the tax cuts and other saving provisions.
I think it's really important for us to do that before we leave, that we have a resolution to this, or a plan to get to that resolution before everybody leaves for the district work period. And you know, Passover is Saturday. I don't have any intention to have us here working this weekend, but if we have to come back next week, then we'll do that.
Now, the stakes are high for Donald Trump and his administration, with the onus on Mike Johnson to ensure the vote on the budget bill does not fail. Now, given the persisting chaos around reciprocal tariffs, the American president's proposed one big, beautiful bill does involve some sweeping reforms. But for the moment, though, the Congress proceedings on the bill are at a standstill. Now, to give us more details on this, we're joined by our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who's joining us all the way from New York. Susan, this is a very crucial bill for the people of America and also for Donald Trump. But why is the budget bill stalled? Why has there been so much controversy over this?
Yeah, there are numerous things. And Mohammed, it just shows that despite the fact that the Republicans have a majority, having a slim majority really doesn't guarantee, passing bills, especially this one big, beautiful bill that Donald Trump wants to pass and not break it down. As for now, Speaker Johnson is trying to buy time because it's members within his own party that just can't come around and agree to a lot of the provisions. One of them is regarding entitlement programs like Medicaid and Medicare, as well as Social Security. They're just concerned about each representative is concerned about one of these things. And that's because this is a winning or losing issue for their constituents back home. And despite the fact that Donald Trump and Mike Johnson continuously say that entitlement programs aren't going to be touched, it just seems to fall on deaf ears. So there is that perception that ultimately there is going to be cut to these programs, which is very essential. And that's why no one has ever tried to touch it, because it loses votes in a minute, in a second. And then you have the deficit. There is a concern about, how should you rise the deficit? Is it going to be, 4 billion? Is it going to be 5 billion? But I think what's interesting is Mike Johnson continuously, says that he wants to work with his partners in the Senate. They first have to have a bill and agree on that bill in Congress before they can go and have that conference with the Senate. So, yeah, it's very confusing. There are little issues. And because we have, midterms coming up, everyone is walking on eggshells, making sure that when this bill passes, their constituents are going to be happy. Interesting.
We'll have to see as to how this plays out. Thank you very much, Susan Tehrani, for joining us from New York and getting us all those details there.